Welcome to Round Recap, where we recap the latest round of NRL. We've got a pretty action-packed week, this one, that's just been. So strap on in, get your popcorn, okay? Get yourself a beverage or something of the sorts and strap in, okay? Because it was a great round of football. Without further ado, we're just going to crack straight into it. There's no intros here. We're going to just kick it off with the Thursday night game. The Grand Prix, if you will. The Super Bowl of the night, of the round, rather. I'm trying to think what it's called. The Premiership. The rematch from last year. Storm versus Penrith, okay? Storyline on top of storyline on top of storyline on top of storyline in this one. Storm looking really good, okay? But, big but here. They're not the monster that I really thought they were, okay? They were struggling to keep Penrith out of there. And, Penrith were missing Edwards and Cleary and, obviously the guys they lost the start of the year. So, Storm was struggling to really keep it a one-sided game. It was definitely anyone's game the whole 80 minutes. Other than that, it was a really entertaining game. It was really entertaining. High pace, lots of tries. Tries well spread out. You weren't waiting on a try every, 15 minutes. We were giving them pretty liberally. My takeaways from the game, a lot to take away from it, really. The biggest storyline of this one is the Nathan Cleary head clash. Oh! Cleary going off with a head clash. Okay. That was the biggest storyline because, Nathan Cleary's the golden boy. Okay. And when they lost him and you just kind of thought, well, damn, this is kind of it. Melbourne will win now. But for it to be 24-30 by the end of the match, insane, okay. But good lineup for try scorers. Grant Anderson had him in my multi. Paul Alamonte had him in my multi. So both of my multi try scorers got in. Get in, son. But yeah, obviously we didn't get the payout. But things just got a little bit out of hand. Good to see Pappy get in the last 70 minutes. I really like that Wishart try. He was easy money. If he was going to end up on that wing, he was going to be easy money. Always good to see Coates go in, and Katoa is a standout for a forward who's going to score tries. Alamotti and To'o getting a double, and McLean slipping one in the middle. So, man, you cannot fault this game. You cannot fault Parramatta's will to never just quit. Never just say, we've lost this one, it's round 3. We'll get them next time. You got to love the fact that when their star players off, both of their star players are off, Edwards and Nathan, and they're missing bigger names from the year before. You got to love that ability for the rest of the guys to pick themselves up and go, hey, we're still in this shit. And that's just testament of the fact that it's never just been Nathan Cleary and his buddies running that club. It's the whole team. It's the team that is in there trying to win games, not just Nathan Cleary. Obviously, he's a sporting factor of it, but all that aside, big narrative coming out of this year. I heard it a little bit, whispers of it last year when they were all injury free. The Big Four. It's sort of. It is a Storm thing. It was the Big Four was around a while ago until they lost Inglis, and then it became the Big Three. So. That kind of got a little bit annoying, just hearing the Big Four. I like it. It's cool. But yeah, I definitely think we see Melbourne Storm top 4 all playing in the Premiership. They're just in good form. They're in great form. The whole team's playing well. Sometimes they fell asleep either. I'll admit, sometimes in that game they were kind of taking their foot off the pedal. And then Penrith would catch back up, and then they woke up again. But all that aside, really liked this game. This is a contender for game of the round for me. I'm going to have to go through and look at them all again, but this is going to be in there. Warriors, Roosters. I don't have much to say about it. It's a meh game, you know. Always good to see the Wires get up. I did have the Roosters picked, but Roosters are just on, you know, win the biggest game of biggest game of the season for them, and then shit the bed against the Warriors the next week. That's kind of the narrative here. How are you going to do so well against 4-time premiership champions and then shit the bed against the Warriors? You know, where's the heart that I seen the week before? I was telling everyone, before you put your picks in, ladies and gentlemen, you got to think about the heart the Roosters displayed against Penrith. Oh yeah, you know, that's what I was telling everyone. I was weaving a spider's web, if you will, convincing all these people who I thought couldn't make decisions for themselves to pick the Roosters. And look where it got them. Look where I got. Matter of fact, you know, Warriors just were on one. Warriors were seriously on one. So, yeah, shout out to the Wires. Not too sure who they've got next week. We'll go through and check that at the end of the video, but maybe, you know, the Warriors can get a bit of steam going here. I feel like they're sitting pretty good on the ladder. Broncos, Cowboys. Really, in my opinion, Cowboys aren't getting enough credit for that first half. I think they played tremendously in the first half. Yeah, they had a lot of slip-ups. But they were turning up for the most part. It was a bit of a never-say-die attitude. Hanging in there, rolling with the punches, making the big tackles when they needed to be made. And, yeah, they didn't put any points on the board in the first half. That all came in the second half. But I thought, for the most part, to hold out such a monumental team like the Broncos this year. I'm not glazing the Broncos in any way, but the proof is in the pudding. They do have a really good team. So to hold them off for as long as they did and look threatening while doing it, yeah, shout out to the Cows. It only gets worse from here. So, yeah, try and pick up a win where you can. But the Bronx, once again, you know, there is an early picture being painted, and it's looking like Melbourne Storm, Penrith Broncos sitting up there somewhere in the top 8. Just from what I'm seeing, okay. But the Broncos need to put it all together, because every year the Broncos seem like they're going to have a really good year, and then they don't put it together. You know. They have issues in the halves. You know, they Reece Walsh just refuses to be a fullback, you know, so. Shout out to Reece Walsh. That 40-20, great stuff. I was shocked. I think that's the third of his career, of his professional, maybe Broncos career. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on any of this. I'm a bit of a casual. So, but I think that's the third of his NRL career. So, you know, that was a nice little touch. Don't have much to say about the Cows except, you know, had the dog in them in the first round. Payne Haas. Been reading a few interesting news articles on Payne Haas, and you know, when is Payne Haas not entertaining? He's always interesting. His fantasy stats are through the roof. Okay, Supercoach stats. The Bronx have got him. They've really got him, and that's what's factoring into, I think, them, you know, maybe being in that top 8, top 4 position. So, yeah, shout out to the Bronx. They did really well. Who are try scorers, actually? I don't want to breeze. I don't breeze too quickly over all of this. You know, I want to save this. Yeah. Good to see Reynolds get through. But there it is, Payne Haas in the 70th minute. Probably had him a little bit broke down. But Jesse Arthurs. Interesting fact I heard today. Jesse Arthurs scored a total of 5 tries in the 2024 season. We are only 3 rounds in, and he has scored 5 tries. He's matched his last season stats in a matter of 3 rounds. If he keeps on like this, sky's the limit for him. Sky is the limit for him, and I'm really picking him to be one of the top wingers of the season. So, yeah, great stuff by these guys too. Scotty Drinks was not on one. Where does that leave us? South Sydney versus Sharks, man. I can't be too mad about this one. All right, the boys played well. The boys got out there, and they played well in the last 70 minutes. Okay, they showed something that the Sharks didn't. The Sharks showed that they are really good, really good offensive side. But they, in my opinion, shit the bed a little bit towards the end there. Let the foot off the throat of the Rabbitohs. And they shit the bed. And the Bunnies came back, put 12 on the board, which I was happy about. I was happy to see that it wasn't just this 27-0 game. But the Bunnies just were not there. The Bunnies were not there. The passing was terrible. Same as the week before against St. George. The passing was terrible. Okay. Jamie Humphries looked magnificent. You know, playing in the forwards or the back row. And between that and kicking and in number 7, Jamie Humphries was on one, as per usual. But sad to see the boys lose. You know, I was really hoping to go 3 on the trot, but it's all right. It's all right. We got Penrith this week. Probably going to be another ugly one, but never say die, man. Have belief in Wayne and have belief in Jamie Humphries. So, we'd really like to see the Bunnies get up this week. Yeah, they will, but, you know, send a prayer up or something, some shit. Yeah, Sharkies looked really good. Sharkies, I can't take away from them. They did look really good. And they will be a top 8 side, mark my words. They will be a top 8 side, but they will not make the top. They won't make the top 4 or anything like that. Because they just, what you see in that South Sydney game, it was this letting the foot off the throat, you know, kind of just, yeah, we got them beat. They're kind of just quitters, in my opinion. Really great team. The forward pack, you know, killers out there. Fanil Blake, he's always putting on a really good performance. Trindle had an amazing game. Trindle had that ball tied to a string, tied to his boot. He was sending that thing where he wanted it. And it was really punishing the Bunnies. So, yeah. Yeah, Sharks. I don't like them. Okay, and it was sad to lose to them. But anyway. Thoughts and prayers for Reggie as well. May I just add? We'll probably get to that afterwards, but if you know, you know. Thoughts and prayers to Reggie. Dolphins Tigers. I really like this game. It'll definitely be in there for a game of the round, in my opinion. The Tigs are continuing to prove that things have changed. You know, I will even credit the fact that I was one of the guys who said that, you know, just one new player won't change how bad the whole team is. I may be wrong. Is his performance translating over into fantasy and Supercoach? Maybe not, okay? But he's damn well playing well. He's playing well, okay? He's lifting the boys up around him, and he's playing well. Jerome Luai. Proof's in the pudding, okay? Well, the Tigers 3 wins. They 3 wins on the trot. I'm not sure. Don't fact check me on that. Can't remember who they had the first round, but they're 3 wins on the trot. They're 3 wins on the trot. That's pretty big. West Tigers undefeated. 3 wins on the trot. Parramatta, the Fish, and oh wait, no. I could be viciously wrong here. Okay, I definitely am wrong here. They are probably not 3 wins on the trot. I am so wrong. We'll check all this out later. We'll read the fine print later. But, Yeah, here we go. Jackie Bostock. I had him as an anytime try scorer in a multi I had on. Sad to see that not come through. Dolphins were controlling the game in the first half. And then you sort of had this comeback from West Tigers where it was like, wow. You know, like, look at this. From the 8th minute, we see nothing until the 35th minute. And then, you know, then they're on. Then they're on. So whatever happened from here to there, a little bit championship spirit, bit of dog in them. Bit of dog in them, if you will. And yeah, look at this. Defensive shutout for the rest of the game. So, and the ground conditions were good. Weather fine. It was a perfect afternoon in Redcliffe. And yeah, they did everything they needed to do. They turned up and they turned away the fish. So, shout out to them. Really, really big win. Love to see it. And yeah, I really hope they get up again. I really hope they get up again in the following week. Titans, Knights. Titans. Wow. Hello, Titans. Welcome to the NRL Titans. This was an impressive game from the Tights. Tights versus Knights. Yeah, obviously Knights had a few players out, riddled with a few injuries. You know, I still had Knights picked. I still thought Knights were just a little bit of the better side. They just showed a little bit more in the previous weeks. But then it got me thinking, like, I only seen the Titans play once, and it was against the Doggies, and the Doggies have evolved well. So, yeah, man, 26-6 it was quite dominant. That spine from the Gold Coast Titans is looking pretty mean. It's looking pretty gnarly. You know, can't even think of the little guy's name. Jaden Campbell. Jaden Campbell's looking really well on the halves. You know, wouldn't put him in a top 10 half position right now, but you know he's still playing well and he's doing what he needs to do for the team. He's beating the little guys. Eels versus Bulldogs. I don't really have much to say about this one, man. I'm kind of breezing through them here now, but I don't have much to say about the Bulldogs-Eels game. Eels are just looking shit. I don't even watch Parramatta games because I just know it's just going to be a bludgeoning. You know, I'd watch it if South Sydney was playing them. That's it. It's just a bludgeoning. You know, Dylan Brown just... You know, if you're the Knights, you can't be liking what you're seeing from DB. Bulldogs. The Bullies, yeah. Shout out the Bullies. I haven't got much to say about the Bullies. Last year, I was pretty high on the Bulldogs, and I liked them to make the top 4. They didn't. They got damn close, and right now, I think they are 3 wins on the trot. I don't think anyone's beaten the Doggies. So, they are, in my opinion, a bit of a black horse. Bit of a dark horse, and I think they could very well be a higher up top 8 side. So, yeah. You know, I personally didn't watch the game. I'm just going. You know. Fuck. Yeah. My bad. Anyway. Eagles Raiders. Manly. Take this hand, Manly. Manly Sea Eagles. And just fucking pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. You turn back the Canberra Raiders. The Raiders were looking damn good. They are a bit of my second team of the year. Bit of my side quest. I like following the Raiders this year, and I was a little upset that he's beat them. Because I really thought that the Raiders forward pack would be a little bit too much. I was wrong. 30 points in the first half. So, what are you going to do about it? We're going to do about it. Player of the match in this one. I know I haven't done this for any others, but just to quickly point out. Reuby Reuben Garrick looked really, really good. He looked really good. Look at this. 4 tries. 4 tries. Bullimore, he looked good. You know, then back-to-back tries was what made me turn the TV off. So, yeah, shout out to him. But, yeah, not too much out of Canberra. It's a little bit disappointed, but what are you going to do? Manly were just on one. Manly were out there to win. So, yeah. Good game. Good game. I wish I wasn't so invested in the Raiders that it made me upset and turned the TV off. But, yeah, Reuben Garrick, man of the match. Definitely man of this match. I liked it. He's in the running for player of the round. We're going to call this the Fighting Field Round Reacts Player of the Round. Okay? Every week we're going to pick a player of the round. So, Reuby Garrix, you're in the running. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Look. Well, that's us for football. Obviously, Central Dragons had the bye. That's us for football this week. That's for us for the games. But my game of the match, because I know that's what everyone's been waiting for, my game of the match probably has to go to... It's obviously it's got to go to Storm Penrith. It was the closest game, and everyone loves a close game of rugby league. It was the closest game. It was the toughest game. It was the most high-stakes game. That's my round of the match. Or whatever, you know. I got a little bit of that tease. We're just really going to go through now, and we're going to try and highlight a player of the round. I'm definitely going to miss some. I'm going to miss some here. And that's fine. Deep in thought. Really deep in thought right now. No one stands out from them 2 games. J. Kyle, actually. We'll put J. Kyle in the running because as soon as Cleary went off, he really strapped up the boots. Strapped up the metaphorical boots and got out there. And carried his team. Was a real replacement for Cleary. Not invested at all, so. Sorry, Warriors. Sorry, Chooks, but don't really have anyone there for you. Bronkies, I'll say Reynolds. Bronkies, I will say Reynolds. You know, once again, him and Ben Hunt both are really just controlling them half positions, but yeah, once again, just ball tied to his boot, and he was just sending it where he wanted it, scoring a try. So Rennie's he's in the running. Sharkies, Bunnies. I don't think Rabbitohs really. I think it's wrong to put Jamie Humphries, even though he actually he did honestly play a really outstanding round of football. I think it's hard to put him in there over someone in the Sharks. For example, Ronaldo Mulatalo was just punishing the Bunnies. Trindle is probably a better example. But can't look past Luai and Coruscant on this one. Dolphins shit the bed. Campbell on this one. Didn't watch this. This is a drink break. And then Reuben Garrick, obviously, and probably points to DCU. But, yeah. Lot to think about. But I'm going to have to go Jamie Humphries. For the round. No, I'm going to go... I'll probably go with Reuben Garrick. Yeah, I'll go with Reuben Garrick. 4 tries. He was really everywhere in that game. He was I don't know what else to say. Shout out Reuben Garrick. You win You are the first winner of the Fighting Field Insight Player of the Round. You're the first Fighting Field Insight Player of the Round. Shout out to you, brother. We will get a little medal made and we'll have that shipped out to you. We're going to quickly fly through next week's round. We're going to do some picks, some early picks, and then we'll jump into a little bit of news. You probably know what that's going to be, and then we'll call it a day. But start us off, Thursday night game. Shiver me timbers. The boys go up against Penrith again. Back into the fray. Big underdogs. We have not been a betting favourite this year. I understand, no Latrell, no Murray, rah, rah, rah. Penrith, missing Cleary. If we're going to beat them, this is the week to beat them. They're missing Cleary. They might still be missing Edwards. I'm not too sure. So, I'm picking Penrith for this one. Even though they've lost 2 weeks in a row, I don't see them losing to the boys, to South Sydney Rabbitohs. So, I hope the boys can get up on them. I'll be putting a multi on the boys to get up on them. But give me Penrith to win that one. Titans Roosters. I'm afraid to bet on the Chooks anymore. I am afraid to bet on the Sydney Roosters anymore because every time I betted on them, they've lost. And then the time I betted against them, they win. So, feels just like a trap. It honestly feels like a trap. If I bet for them, they're going to lose. If I bet against them, they're going to win. They are the favourites. It is at home. It is a 5 p.m. game. Titans did look deadly. I'm going to take the Roosters. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Bit of a Brisbane Bowl. We got the Brisbane Bowl. Dolphins Bronx. Give me Bronx. Simple as that. No need to waste my breath on it. Dragons Storm. Give me Storm. Don't need to waste my breath. I'm not counting Dragons out. I know they have done a lot of recruiting and the side's looking promising, but give me Storm in here. I just like Storm a lot better to win one over the Drags, even though it is in Illawarra. Just, yeah. Storm on the way home. Cowboys, Raiders, in my opinion, one of the more interesting games of the round, even though it is involving the Cowboys, and the Cowboys have looked like piss, shit, and booty. I just think if this is the only chance at maybe getting up. I know the Raiders have looked good. I know I was just glazing them not even 5 minutes ago. But the Cows are at home. It's 4:30 game. The sun's still in the sky a little bit. That autumn sun up in Townsville can be a little bit, beam down on the boys. Maybe I'd like to say Cowboys. I'm not going to pick Cowboys. It's actually incredible how close the betting odds here. And it's actually incredible that Raiders are the underdogs. The doggies. So, I'm honestly going to try and flip this week's tipping on its head. And I'm going to take the Cows. I'm going to take the Cows to win a really close one. Sharkies Dogs. This is a great round of football. Mark my words, this will be the round of the match. When we're here this time next week, we will be sitting on this, just going through it, every little minute aspect of the match, okay? Sharkies, Doggies. Yeah. It's going to be explosive. Both these teams are on a roll. Sharkies obviously have been on one. Doggies are undefeated. Notoriously hard to kill, but I am going to take Cronulla. I'll take Cronulla. I just think they have a little bit more oomph to them. Got a little bit more oomph to them. And that will probably get them through. I'm picking them off of oomph. Manly Eels. This is a nice easy one. Manly. If Manly don't turn up against Parramatta and they shit the bed at 4 Pines Park, I'm done. I won't tip anymore. So, yeah, Manly. It's just if Parramatta were looking half decent, I'd pick Parramatta. Tigers Warriors. This is actually another really good game. Another standout game. West Tigers against the Warriors. The Warriors are finally playing over here in Sydney. And I'd like Tigers to win this one. Ooh. man, I've bet against Warriors every round, and it hasn't gone well. So I am going to take the Warriors. I'm going to take the Warriors. I'm going to take the Warriors over Appy and Luai. Benji Marshall flick pass. And then, obviously, the Knights have the bye. So, the games to watch out for this round. I'd like to say my boys, but it'll probably be a blowout. I really hope, get the stars out and show up and lace the boots up. It's at a call. We're on home soil, so, you never know. The bunnies tend to turn up at a call. But Canberra Cowboys, this one's going to be a really good one. Mark my words on that. Doggies, Sharks is going to be a really good one. This might be my round of the match. And then Tigers, Warriors, which could also battle for that round of the match position because, these two teams have also been really good. So, that's my picks. That's my recap. Now just to talk a teeny whittly bit of news because this is blowing out a little bit. I'm sure it's in here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm dreaming. Okay. Maybe they haven't broke this kind of stuff just yet. But I also, here it is. Well, golly. Oh gosh, here it is. We won't get into the video right away. But because I want to say what I want to say on it first. Because if you're not caught up on the facts yet, then I'm sorry, but race out and do a little bit of research. DCE is leaving Manly Sea Eagles. The prodigal son is headed off into the promised land. We don't know who he's playing for yet, but the rumours that are being whispered, Redcliffe Dolphins, the Fish, and the boys at Bondi. The boys at Bondi seemingly have been interested in DCE for a little while. Word on the street. So they're looking to pick up DCE. And then I heard some habble schmabble about the Titans. I don't think the Titans can afford him. I don't think the Titans really want him. Well, I'm sure every club in the league probably wants him because he is really great. But yeah, the vicious rumor on the street is that it's the boys at Bondi. It's the Roosters, which is not good. It's not good. I fucking hate the Roosters. Okay, if the boys have to play him next year, it's not looking great. The boys, South Sydney Rabbitohs. But yeah. I'm not gonna fully just go into all of it, all the drama, all the news. I just wanted to break it here. I just wanted to say Daly Cherry Evans is out because there is so much that goes into it. It's just like a brief, NRL 360, and then the whatever one DCE was on. It was just a big shit fight. It wasn't a shit fight, but as far as professional athlete trade talks go, it was a little bit Western. DCE, man. Congratulations. I swear to God, if you go to the Roosters, I'll be a little bit upset. I'm not going to say anything bad, but I'll be a little bit upset. So, we can probably check out what this guy's got to say.
This having a crack at getting in shape.
Not getting anything out of me, dog. Okay? Come on. Take this along. Sports bet. Remember, gamble responsibly. Here we go.
All good.
The man of the hour, too sweet to be sour.
This will be his last season at Manly. Chief Executive Tony Mestrop is with us now. Tony, what's the latest with that?
Yeah, sure. We just want to reiterate the point that the Manly Ringa Seagulls this morning coined a 2-year offer to Daly Cherry Evans for the 26-27 season. Daly's a legend of this club. He's played more games than anyone else at this club. He has the right to stay at this club and play at this club. And if Daly does play in the NRL, we want him to play with the Manly Seagulls. I just want to reiterate what Daly said last night, that Daly did speak to us in December He was going to either retire, go overseas. He reiterated that it would be his last year at Manly. We respected that. No one said anything. It was in the vault. And Daly obviously has felt like he's had to come out, obviously with the press around it. We've respected that. We did not want to make him an offer or infiltrate him in any way. We made an offer yesterday.
Anyway, this is an 11-minute video. I could probably come out and do a full-on breakdown. I could come out and do a full-on breakdown on Daly Cherry Evans and where he's at with the club. And so he's kind of saying that he's retiring. He's kind of saying he's outie. But come on, man. Come on. I hear roosters. But anyways, guys, that is it. Okay, we'll have a quick gaze at the ladder. Right, round out the video, but that is it for this week's episode of Round Recap. This is it for this week's episode of Round Recap. What can I say? Storm on the top. As I said, Doggies undefeated. Sitting at number 2. Manly sitting at number 3. Good to see. Tigers have not sat at number 4 probably in a decade. And then, where are the boys at? Number 11. Not pleased with that, but we're above Penrith. So, can't hate any of that. Thanks for watching. And I will see you here this time next week when we recap next week's round of NRL. I need to work on that.